you doing? Fine, I hope. Hey y'all, I don't know what's going on. I was setting up a live stream, but I must have hit a already set up channel. So I am still on the $90 plan of StreamYard. $90. Girl. I don't know anybody that's on here is paying $90. It just does regular YouTube videos. I'm not. Mm-mm. They offered me a 7-day trial. I did it for 2 days and then I canceled it. But then they still let the trial go until February the 2nd. But I definitely wanted to make sure it was canceled because $90, really? Mm-mm. And I already paid $13.99 for the YouTube Premium. And then I paid for TubeBuddy and I pay for something else. And then I was on people's memberships, but I canceled all of them. I get a YouTube check probably twice a month. I used to get a check every month and it would be nice, but that's when I was cussing and fussing all the time. So I'm trying to change. It's kind of hard though. So it is what it is. I can't hold on. Let me check and see what channel this is posting to. It should just be this a view is a view, and it should be private. So I'm going to see if the premium thing changed it. So that'll tell me what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, hold on. So let me go to YouTube. YouTube. Oh, that's photos. Okay, YouTube. And this one is my Views of View channel. I should not have anything on here. It should view channel. Yeah, it looks like I don't have anything on here. It's live. This live. It should be private. Okay, so we're good with that. So then should be able to switch channel, and then go to my color and view channel, which is where I should be at right now. And I should be live. Try YouTube. No, I don't want to try. No, look, why? See, YouTube is just doing way too much. They want me to try a family plan. They just want you to do way too much. So, yeah, it does show I'm live. And hold on, let me hear myself. Okay, good. And I have 0 in the audience. Uh-oh, I got one person. Oh, that's me. Oh, Lord, I didn't know you could do that. Well, let me give myself a thumbs up. Okay, all right. I love myself. So anyway, let me talk about what I want to talk about. I'm not big on all of that, who's in there and all that kind of stuff. So we good with that. So I put the title in the video saying, upgraded, what did I say? Upgraded watercolor brushes. Yes. So the thing that I wanted to show you is how I got some watercolor brushes and what brand I got and what I got now, because I actually purchased a new set of watercolor brushes, and I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to show you first of all what I started with. Now these are watercolor brushes. I went down to the 5 and below years ago and got these. These were a set of 60, and they are watercolor brushes. Some people call them watercolor pencils. I don't know why they do that. Ooh, Lord, I should cut this off. Hold on. And I have had these for, oh, Lord, for years. And they still sell some like this. I'm just pulling out some. Okay. I apologize for the noise, but some people like noise like that. So, and then let me put this book here so I can swatch what I got. But let me swatch Oh, I didn't swatch anything. Here, well. So these are watercolor brushes that I got, like I said, from Five and Below, and they're called Simply Cool. And these were, hi Five and Below, how you doing? Girl, you see all that mess out in the streets? Oh Lord, thank you for the crayon. Oh my goodness, it's so freaking messy out there. So these, first of all, they were $5 for 60 of them. They do not have a name or number. They have the tip with the color on there. But I used these for a long time, but these are actually dry. And so, like, that's dry. But when I tell you I used them, like that one's not dry, and that one's still juicy. So, and they have a plastic acrylic kind of tip. A lot of people don't like that. So some of the colors are still good. And like I said, I bought these maybe 5 years ago. So there's 60 of those. And that was $5. And that it's awful. Isn't it vibrant? Oh my goodness. I was listening to it vibrant. And when I tell you, and you can talk about stuff over here like that. Don't even worry. Just because I'm coloring, I can add stuff into it. Vibrant, when I saw all that foolishness and how they were just, oh my God. It was horrible. But you know what? People reap what they sow. And you see why I don't like to get a I roll solo, but there's certain people that do like that I hang out with, and then but they hang sometimes they hang out with people that I don't particularly care for. So I just step aside and I try not to get too much into it. Now now if I have to, because people trying to add themselves to some shit, I mean I'll go up in there and do my thing and stuff. But I'm just trying not to be, all like that, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I'm watching everything. I sure am. And then I woke up and then I found out that some lady from some other thing was adding me to some mess to grow her child. It was just way too much. I can't take but so much of the shenanigans. I know, right? So this is why I like coloring, because I can just separate and stuff, and I can still talk about the mess, but I think, I'm trying not to. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to run away from some things, but sometimes when people call you out, you don't have to reply. But this one today, I had to reply. I sure did, because the lady was just totally disrespectful. And, but anyway, too many back to back. Oh, it was way too much. I couldn't even watch all of them. And then I'm going to tell you, I had things going on around here. Hi, Miss Melody Cafe. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I had so many things going on around here, Miss Vibrant, that I wish I could tell y'all everything that was going on around here, but I'm telling you, I threw it. So yeah, it was a whole lot of back to back. So the Simply Color, like I said, I got those for $5 at Five and Below years ago. Some are still strong, and I did a lot of coloring with them. Some are not. And I'm just going to bundle all those together. Okay, there's 60 of them. So then I got these Artisa water brush pen. What do they call them? A real brush pen. These are watercolors. These are very nice. These are a nice upgrade. I put these in a coffee can. Uh-huh. And these were gifted to me by Bubbles. And I think she was like I am. You know what? I like these, but I don't. But I don't think she liked these because the tips are flip floppity. And I know how precise Bubble likes these. And these were very, very juicy. So I was very thankful, of course. And I have used a lot of these, and I think I have made a lot of these not juicy, but I do like them. So you get the brush tip, and they're beautiful, and they're not messy. You don't have to do a whole lot of work. Some of the colors are. Let's see, these are so good. They're like So I keep these right at the edge of my desk in a bucket, and the tips. Hold on, the tips are the colors that are in here, and then what I need to do is the ones that I know that are dried up. I need to just toss them, because there's certain colors that I always use, and so as to not frustrate myself, I do need to toss some of the ones that are dry. But I like them, but I can see why Bubbles probably wouldn't like them because it's a plastic tip and it does kind of flip flop. But the thing I like about it is, I guess, like, especially if you're doing something like grass, I like the fact that the tip doesn't stay straight, so it kind of adds a different angle to whatever I'm doing. Excuse me. But it depends on what you like. Hold on. Excuse me. It depends on what you like. So I got gifted these and I like these. Now the color ones, I'm going to pass those on to somebody. But these right here, I will keep until well, I might add these to passing them on. Now, please, y'all don't ask me for stuff because, the postage alone is just way too much. And with the postage, you can buy a new set of whatever. I'm going to hold on to these because for a minute, but the cool Simply Color ones, I'm going to pass those on. They already in a little package. So then in the middle of trying out watercolor markers and having some dry out, I purchased these from Michael's, the Artist Loft ones. And I think I got 2 sets. And there's 2 colors of 2 markers. But anyway, 2 sets. I don't know what the name of the sets were. Now these are very nice. They have a nice felt tip on them, and then which is not felt tip. I mean brush tip. Now see, this is totally dry, so because I use this one a whole lot because I do like the stiffness of the tip, and then it also comes with this tip here, and I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound. The sound it makes when it's like dry and scratchy. But these I used a lot. So these I'm going to go through and see which ones are still alive and which ones are not. I can pretty much tell you that these yellow one, yeah, that's dead. That's dead. It's dead. Yeah, and it's this one and this one. So I knew I wanted some more of these, like a lot of the colorful colorings. I mean, this is like on this last leg. And there are some that I haven't used. So I'm keeping these, but I needed to add more. Now, Michael sells them in sets of, I think, 12, and you get a colorless blender with it. I think they're like $14.99. And you can use your rewards and stuff and get them and pay like $7 or something like that. Or if you save your rewards, you can get them for free. And I do like these. Like I said, these are 2 sets. And I have had these for years. Some are dead, and I need to go through and figure out which ones are dead. We're not going to do it right now. So these are awesome. These are watercolor, dual tip watercolor brushes. Highly recommend these. Okay. Now, while I was at a sale at Michael's, I found these. These are Tumble watercolor brushes, and this is the portrait set. So these are all skin tone portrait set. And I think I got these on sale, and I use a reward thing, so you know how that goes. I have not really used these, but these are not dry at all. Maybe 1 or 2 colors might. They do have the name and the number. They have the dual tip, so these are really nice. I'm still trying to learn how to do the skin tone, but because I did buy the Ahoo skin tone set, I need to start using these to incorporate because, now I'm going to tell you, some of these are dry because I did use a whole lot of the lighter ones. So the lighter ones might be drier. Yeah. So anyway, I do like these. So these I'm keeping, of course, and then it gives you a colorless blender. And I think I was somewhere and I was showing my brushes and I was telling the watercolor brushes and I was like, yeah, and this is by Tombow. And Bubble said, wait a minute, Tombow has watercolor brushes? Yes, they do. But the ones that I did use were the lighter ones because I was just scared to do the darker colors. But I'm not scared now. Okay, so we're just going to bring it on. So I need to put these out. So then I'm still lacking a a good set of watercolor pencils that I want to try. So y'all know I love me some Maya. I love me some Colored by Maya. I sure do. Yes, Vibrant. Uh-huh. When stored upright, the ink sticks to yeah, I do mine sideways. You're supposed to store them sideways. That's what they say. So that the ink is already all the way across. And I do keep these sideways. I actually store these in these kind of bins. And so yeah, so they weren't like in a jar. I know people do that with theirs, but I've never done that with mine because it does make sense. Especially the Posca pens, you don't want to store those straight up. I mean, you store them sideways so that the ink is already distributed all the way through it. Because you got two sides. You got a felt tip side and you got a little fine tip side. And if you store it upside, I mean straight up, vertical, one of the sides is going to not have as much ink distributed. So those two, and then in between though using those, I did get these on sale. These are oh hoo hoo. These are the brush tip markers, and these are more for journaling, but you can still use them for coloring. Now I'm going to show you why I like them and why I don't like them. First of all, this package, this box is everything. It's cute, but when it's 100 in here. It's 100 in here. I mean, I can pick, the colors. I know which ones I like. The caps don't have numbers or anything on it, but you see the color, and that's the color. But they are thinner. It does have a brush tip, which I like. But it's more for journaling as instead of actually coloring. But it's got a very, very fine tip. And some people like this fine tip thing. Is this going to do anything? Probably not. But it's a very fine tip. So like you can write with it because it's for journaling. And then this tip, which is a brush tip, like I said, that's the part I use for color. So I never use a fine tip. I'm not all that detailed and everything. But the thing with they have numbers on here. They don't have names, and I'm really big with the names. And I did have a card in here. Did I take the card out before I was talking about this? Where you can swatch it and everything. So I've already swatched it, but you can't. You're gonna have to rely on just looking at the top of these to determine what color you want. Of which I do not mind. Hold on, is it here? I don't mind. I just polished my nails and I'm messing it up digging in this box. We're not gonna look for it. But the thing is, I keep these straight up in here. I don't try to do anything else with it. I don't try to put them in color order or nothing because there's 100 of them and they're very thin. And it's just, I just go by the color. And I like that also because I can just base some pages real quick, put some colors down, and then I can come back with pencils very, very quick. So I do reach for these a lot. But I don't tend to just like color a whole lot of pages with it. I tend to use this in my Johanna Bassford book, the Small Victories, or any of the little small little books, because you can get in there really nicely. But it's something about this I don't particularly care for. But like I said, I did get it on sale. I don't know how much it is now, but I like the compact thing and the set in the and then this is how you can open it up. It's got a little stand here. And I have it usually if I'm coloring, I'll have it sitting right there to the side in case I want to just base some stuff real quick. And then I can just look at the colors and pull them out. You can't put them in color order in this thing. But for something like this, you really don't need to do color order. And if you're coloring, you can pretty much see what color you want. So it's got its pros and cons. I use this a lot in the Lulu Mail books that I color in. They're perfect for the paper. And they're watercolor, so they can actually go on any paper. And they're good for the thin books like the Creative Haven books and stuff like this. So I've had this probably for 2 years, and I do use it a lot. There are a couple of colors that I have used out that are starting to scratch, so I will go through sometime later and toss them. So what I was coming on here with is because I child had a gift card left over from Christmas, and this Color by Maya was talking about these King Art. Hold on, yeah, I have to like take these out. Now there's a set of 96. Girl, I was not trying to be not buying 96. Let me open it. I do not like this plastic. I do not. So this is definitely going into something else. And where are my scissors? Of course, I can't find them. Ooh, my fingernails are going to just be jacked up. They're not totally dry. Anyway, Color with Maya, and she does beautiful work. She uses these. And she even said girl, really? She liked these better than the Tumble watercolor brushes, the ones that I just showed y'all. And I was like, see it right here. I don't know where my scissors are. Really, we going out like this? Where's my manicure set? Girl, I'm gonna find some scissors in here. That's the box. See right here. Like, really? I just cannot be great at all. My scissors are normally right here. Oh my goodness. I can't even find my knife. Where is my blade cutter? Oh no, I have to have something. Really? Am I just gonna be right surrounded by stuff? Here are my scissors right here. Oh, Jesus. Here they are, y'all. One pair of them. So basically, it's in this horrible plastic thing. I hate this thing. So let me just cut this thing open. Oh my God, this stuff will cut you too. You need to be careful when you open these plastic containers like this. Girl. Really? And my arthritis is like, girl, you trying to make me cut through this? Oh my God. Okay. I got it open, y'all. No, you going in something else for sure. No, and these trays. Hold on, y'all. This is going straight in the trash. But I do like this part. Hold on, let me cut this off. Let me stop acting like I'm all that. Let me cut. Oh Lord, this is not part of my video, is it? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is making my hand hurt. Plus, I do not like all of this noise. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'm almost finished, y'all. Let me cut on this side. Oh my. Oh, I apologize, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So they don't give you a swatch card. Okay, because I don't see it. I wouldn't have been doing all that. So it's called the King Art Twin Tip Pro 48. Now they do have a 96 set. And like I said, I always buy low. I could have bought the 24 set and not go to the 48, but like I said, I watched Colored with Maya and I already knew that I would like these. Now, we got, okay, good, because I'm not, these are coming out. I don't care. I like how y'all put them in here. You got these trays colored and everything. Oh, but I cannot stand this noise. Okay, let me be professional. Where did you come from? Oh, right here. Okay, so let me show you the colors. I'm going to leave them in here. I'm going to try not to make that much noise. These were at Walmart. And I probably could have got them for a couple of dollars cheaper. These are 48, and these were at Walmart, I think for $19.48. And these are, oh, I hate that noise. These are dual tip. You got the brush tip, like the Tombos. And then you got the oh, and I'm glad this is not a metal tip. You got the little bitty bit. Oh my goodness. So let me show you what are the. Okay, so they are the King Art are a little bit bigger than the Tombos. I'm sorry, this is the Artist Loft one. Where are my Tombow ones at? Oh, Jesus. Here's my Tombow ones. Okay, so the Tombow ones are bigger. The Tombow ones, I think, are considered artist grade. Okay, so you they are artist grade, and y'all can take that however you want to. And then so they do have the brush tip, and I think King Art is, it's a good brand. Also, I've never really heard anybody say anything horrible about it. Okay, so they got the same type of felt tip and same type of felt tip, and then this little thin tip. Okay, there is a difference in those. One looks a little bit harder and thinner. This one, the Tombow one, and then this one on the right looks like a tip that I would like better than the other one. Okay, it's just my preference. So let me show you. And the fact, and because I like the fact that you can get in all them spaces. Do you see how Maya colors? I'm trying to put a cap on here, and that's the wrong cap. Maya gets into all the spaces and stuff, and then of course when you put this on here, it dries because it's watercolor and it won't go through the paper, and then you can put pencil on top. You can't beat that. So I guess I'm just gonna pick this color. It's the yellow. Oh, I don't have a yellow and the brown one. Okay, whatever. I just wanted. Okay, so this one is the Tombow, and this is feels more professional in my hand. I feel like I'm a real artist. Okay, it's like, hey, I don't know. I just like how sleek it is. You can probably use this for calligraphy also. Let's see a view, and it's just very, very sleek and thin. Now let me find a brown in here. So we can do a brown against a brown. I always pick for yellow. But this, let me see. Let me see. Okay. I like it, and it's a good dupe, but I'm telling you that Tombow feels a lot slicker. I think it might just be the coating. But this is nice also. That looks good. I mean, it's a brown. Like, really, how much can you? $19. The Tombows are a little bit pricey for that 12 set. I think I paid $20 for the 12 set of the Tombows. And I'm over here with just $19 for 48 colors. Girl, and I'm not a professional girl. I don't need my work to last 100 years. I sure don't. Very bright, very juicy. And like I said, I hardly ever use the other side. Let's just do the orange. So I'm really happy that coloring with Maya, she even said at some point she thought this was better than the Tombow. And I can see why, because you're getting the same color payout. Now, I can't do any bright colors on here because, like I said, I got the portrait set. These are for skin tones. And so, yeah, all of these are skin tone colors. So these have a whole bunch of colors in here. We got some brown, some burgundy, some yellow, some orange, and yellow oranges. There's some purples, a really nice variety of colors, lots of greens. Oh, I got that upside down. Lots of greens, a couple of grays. Let's see the black. I gotta take these out the case because the sound of that is just driving me nuts. Very nice, black, and it's juicy. $19. And she said she had hers for a long time. Like I had the Tombow watercolors. I'm talking about years. Okay, I'm not just talking about, I had them and colored in 3 books and they dried up. Always put the cap on there, y'all. Always put that cap back on there. Hey, Taylor Made, how you doing? I think I said no. I did. Okay, and then you got some blues and some more greens. So if you do like this type of thing, I will go ahead. Look. I only got a 48 set, and I say only because I'm fine because I have this plus that portrait set, and then I got my other one, so I'm good. But if you don't have any and you want to buy some watercolor markers, I always suggest if you like it and you like somebody else is coloring it and you think that it might be good, these are not open stock, but it's a King Art brand. Go ahead and drop. Well, the 96 set is $70, so maybe I should not say that. You might want to do like I do, buy small. But this set of 48 for $20, girl. And then here are all the colors that they come in. That's my little ring light that's up there messing up my daggone camera thing. So I was happy to get this. I started not to, but I was in the damn Walmart and they have changed everything with their checkout, and I hate it. I bought a pineapple. I bought some mangoes. I bought some avocados because I like different stuff in my smoothies. And man, I mean, I said I was only going to spend $100. I ended up spending $125. I got a lot of stuff. I did. I bought some salad stuff, some fruits. I needed some more olive oil, but it didn't really come out to be a whole lot in bag quantity. But it took me about an hour and a half to get out the damn store because of the lines. I don't know if y'all know Walmart is changing their whole setup in the stores. And they are okay. I was gonna color something. I was gonna color these balloons. I think there's like over 50 or 60 of these balloons in here. So they change in the store the layout and stuff, the self checkout and stuff like that. Girl, you just can't get any help anymore in the Walmart. And because a lot of people do steal at the Walmart, those swiper machines, they steal. I feel like I want to keep us in the same color selection that they have in the trays, but I already know I'm not working with those trays. Those trays and I are not going to go together. Now, I'm not putting anything down at the back of this page because this is watercolor and watercolor does not bleed through, not unless you just press really hard. I highly suggest you not do as I do. Do as I say. Put you some color behind the back of it and make yourself happy because you don't want to. Uh-oh, went over the line, girl. I went over the line, and it's okay. So, yeah, let me just go over here with this color. Yeah, and these don't sound scratchy. I guess because they're juicy. They feel good. Yeah, so yeah, and like I said, it's watercolor, and watercolors are so awesome. They look so good on your pages, especially if you get really detail. I mean, not detail, but get something that's like fills the page up and it's flowery or something like that. I don't know. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not officially swatching. These do have names on them. This is bright yellow. I didn't name the other colors of the other two. They do have names on them, and they're just so anyway. And like I said, I'd like to do monkey see, monkey do, and I saw Miss Maya highly recommend these, so I said, let me get some, and I did. So uh okay, now this, because I am pressing kind of hard, is making the paper peel. So don't do as I do. Uh-oh, it's going through. So yeah, so definitely put some paper because these are so juicy. Okay. Anyway, so I would put something down. But also remember, if something goes through, especially on the other page that you like, when you put some acrylic markers or some watercolors or a Posca pen or something, you won't even see that. So don't always think that you're going to waste your other page as long as it's not alcohol markers. And even with alcohol markers, you can color the other page with acrylic markers, which I love too. But excuse me, it'll be tricky depending on what it is. Why do you like the Taylor says, why do you like the portrait set colors so much? I asked because you seem to always go for those shades of color. Is there a particular reason? Yeah, that's a good question, Taylor May. And yeah, the answer to that is because I trying to learn how to color skin tones, and the portrait sets are the melanated sets. Like the portrait sets, like this is a portrait set of the tombos, except for this one. These are skin tones that you can color white people, black people, Latin people, anybody that's a skin tone. So I specifically go for skin tone colors, portrait colors, because I want to get good at coloring portraits um, of people. And then also, if you're good at that, I think you can also be good at coloring wood tones, which I like coloring wood tones also. I've never really shared that with you all because I got a Koh Nord tritone pencil. I actually have two or three of them, which are awesome. But I just figured I wanted to pick one thing and get good at that. And so I can apply these colors into anything: pencils, watercolor, markers, paint. I have this portrait, and see, I see why she asked, because I have this portrait paint set that I bought, and I have used this. I want to get good at better at using it, and they have the same skin tones. See, with these skin tones, you can color anybody. You can color white people, and I don't want to say white people, black people, this, but you can color all of the skin tones. This is 6 colors, and then you can mix and match these to make every skin tone that you want. So I just chose to want to learn how to get better at that. And even the Posca pens that I bought a Posca skin tone set. I have some Faber-Castell skin tone sets, which are just usually it's like 12 colors that just focus in on the skin tone. I think I can't really get all into the which ones they decide to call for skin tone, and even the Ohuhu, that whole set of 24, the markers, those are the skin tone ones also. Trying to make it a mess. These are the set of 24, and they're called the portrait set 24. But if I bought these again, I wish I would have bought in the 36 because you have more choices for skin tones. So that's why. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Because if you get a whole set of pencils, like you get a set of 120 Prismacolor pencils, I mean, you have to be really, especially if you're learning, you have to be really good to, figure out what colors, the colors are there, to do skin tones and stuff like that. You don't have to buy individual sets and things. But because I like buying small stuff, and then if I like it, then I'll go buy a bigger set or whatever. But I like to just get it to the basic because I just want to learn how to color skin tones, and then everything else I can figure out how to color and stuff. So yeah, that's why I do that. But thank you for asking. Um, these watercolor skin tones, which I like a lot. I'm sorry, these are water. No, these might be the acrylic ones. But I have a water tone skin tone set. Almost in everything, I always look for the skin tone set first, and then I'll buy it. hmm I'm weird like that, but those are pretty bright colors. And well, when I say weird, I don't mean weird. I mean, I guess everybody picks whatever it is. Like some people like to just get all colors that are just related to coloring forest and green and land and stuff like that. And I don't. I mean, I do have some colors palettes that I do really like that are mostly based on, coloring nature. So I just choose skin tone. I mean, yeah, I choose portrait. I don't know all the other colors. I forgot. I got kicked out of art school, y'all. Remember? Because I was partying so much, and I don't regret it. It is what it is. So yeah. So that's all I got for you all. I just wanted to show the King Art thing, and I think Kim has these brushes already. She might, if she doesn't have these, she's got a whole bunch of King Art products because she's a King Art fan, and I did not put anything under this, but it's okay. Excuse me. I don't know why at night I just get this horrible congestion, and then in the morning I have it. So, but I'll be going to a sleep study soon to see exactly what it is, because sleep is very important to have a good quality of life. Sleep revitalizes your cells, rejuvenates them, revitalizes them. It does its business. And if you're on here all the time, not sleeping, on the YouTube being messy, it's just plain dumb. You know, people do that, but I do try to get my sleep. I don't like it together. This over here. So yeah, so I've got to go there. So I got to go to Baltimore. I think I'm gonna go a day early, and and then stay somewhere close by, and then go to the study. Hey, View. Hey, Bubbles. How you doing? Hey, Color with Tani. How you doing? Yes. Portrait colors of what? Markers. Oh, okay. So what I was talking about, I had the portrait colors of the, and I think I showed them to you before, the Tombow, and these are not new. I've had these, and these are still juicy. These are the Tombow watercolor markers, and I bought a set of 12 a couple years ago. They're still juicy. So I have these, and then I was showing I was showing the ones that I got from you. I got the Arteza ones. Some of these are drying out, and the tip is a little bit different. And so some of those are drying out, and I needed to add to it. But I was showing what I had started with watercolor brushes. I got these from Five and Below, and these are simply cool. So they had to be $5, and there was a set of 60. So I was showing the transition of how I got these, and I started doing watercolor using the watercolor brushes, which these are, some of these are still juicy, and how you can start it if you don't have to buy the palettes and things like that right away. But these are very convenient. Now these tips are a little bit different than the Arteza tips. I like these tips better, but I like the color payoff on the Arteza ones. And the Arteza ones are affordable also. But because I've had, I'm trying to color a little bit with more of a sense of I got more color choices. So, because so some of the other ones I have are drying out. So I said, let me pick up something else, and then color with Maya highly suggests these King Art, and Kim also suggests King Art products. And I never had them, so I saw them in Walmart for $19. This was a set of 24. I'm sorry, 48. But they do have a set of 96 for $70. No, I'm not in that life yet. So yeah, so and this is the Pro King Art Pro twin tip, and Maya was saying she thought these were better than Tombows, and I'm gonna say yes, because I like the tip on here. I rarely use the tip on the Tombow watercolor ones, because these are definitely professional grade, the Tombow watercolor ones, because the tip is just a little bit different. It's a little bit firmer. It's hard to show that. I already swatched them earlier in the video, but I like this better. Before my coloring style, I can use this tip a little bit more than I can see me using this one. It's a little bit smaller, and it's a little bit harder, but I do like the brush on it, and then I like the colors. So the case sucks. So they give you a little plastic thing with all the colors. So I will be in my swatch book swatching all 48 of those, and off camera. I cannot put anybody through watching anybody swatch. I cannot. I just can't. I can't. But I might do it on another video and just private it and then put it out there. Somebody likes to see that. No, I was thinking about asking exactly that in my community post. I might just go ahead and do one. Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, I seen your photo of your art space. You need to do a video. Oh, she's got a cute art space. I bet she does. I don't know yet. Bubbles, markers, point, pencil. Oh, okay, yeah. So you got a cute art room. I haven't seen it, but yeah, definitely. If you want to share, share it. Yeah, we love seeing that because we get ideals on what how we want to organize and stuff. This room right here is a little bit of everything, and then I can use it also as a guest room if I feel like it because I have a twin size bed on the other side. But and I try not to put all my clothes on there. I use it when I take my stuff out the dryer to put it in here and I close the door. But part of it has my puzzles on one table, and then I have my sewing machine set up on another table, and then I have my treadmill, and then I have the corner that I show you all that has my art supplies. And I've just shown just the art supplies. I did show my sewing thing a while ago. I think I put it on private. But yeah, coloring with Tani. Tani, if you could show us whatever you want to show us and feel comfortable with, girl, we will watch. We sure will, because we always like to get good ideas on how to organize, and we like to see pretty setups and stuff. hmm So that's how we got here, Miss Bubbles. So anyway, so yeah, I got these are the only things new that I got was this one set of the King Art professional dual tip uh, watercolor markers with the brush tip and watercolor. Now I'm getting some Ahuhu alcohol markers in. I'm just trying to find some that are on sale. Somebody for Christmas and just because and somebody I know in real life, they wanted me to have a big alcohol marker set because they hear me talking about it, and so it's like, here, shut up, here you go, boom. And I was like, okay. So, and I want to spend it wisely, so I said I can get some other things with it. So I got these, and that, like I said, it was $20 for 48 colors. You can't beat that. Yes, it is a Johanna Basford book. And I did. Oh, you know how Miss Foxy Colorist did those clouds? Did I do it in this book? Yes, I copied her. Hold on, let me show you that. How she cut the little cardboard thing out. So I had a page. Hold on. I was trying to figure out how to do it. And I did what she did with coloring the cardboard. So I did that and put it all around there. So, but then I went ahead. I had some more color left on my on the stencil and the brush. So I had already colored this page, and I didn't know what I was going to do with the background. So I learned this from Foxy Colorist. She took a piece of cardboard, and actually I had some. Child, I was thinking out somebody's supply closet or something somewhere, and they said you can take whatever you want because we're gonna throw it in the trash, and I was like, what? So they had these little cardboard things. So I was like, well, give me those. And I took a bunch of other things. They gave me a whole bunch of stuff. They were all throwing it in the trash. And I'm like, well, why don't you donate it to it? No, they were like, no, it's got to go. So I said, well, I'll take what I can. I did take a lot of it and I did donate it. So, I said, thank you. I'm going to use it. I wasn't using all that stuff. So I did keep a little bit of some of these things. So I don't know. I think this is for signs or something like that. So I took one of these and I cut it out like she suggested. What did I do with the template? I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it. I'm not going to look for it. It's way too much. So I cut out the shapes for the circle. So thank you, Foxy Colorist. I learned how to do it. And then so the background is done. So this page is done. Uh-huh. So, and like I said, I was doing it for this, and this is I'm not finished it. I did just kind of put colors down, but I just wanted to complete the background. I didn't want to waste the product. So, so yeah, this is the Magical World one. Yeah. So yeah. So you know your books. Johanna Bassford. Shout out to. Oh, and I did go ahead and look at the Kirby Rosanas book. Mm-mm-mm. I said I wasn't going to. Bubbles, did you see the book? Did y'all see the Kirby Rosanas book? I said I wasn't gonna look. Oh my goodness. That book is so freaking cute. So yeah, I did look at it. Okay. I feel bad that I looked at it because vowed I was not going to. But when I saw the cover, I was wondering, I was curious. And then then like there's like five people that I sub to that showed it. Don't look, Bubbles. Save yourself. Don't look at it. Just don't do it. Save the surprise because you will love it. Okay. Now, I could be tempted to look at it thinking I'm not going to like it. I'm like, well, I don't even like this. Let me go and look at this mess. I didn't like the cover because I didn't know where he was going with it. But I'm telling you, I looked at it and I looked at all five people that showed it and I fell in love. I cannot wait. So, and he did not disappoint me. So I don't have to cuss him out because I was prepared to cuss him out if I saw anything that looked like anything from his previous books. I was prepared. I sure was. He probably was going to have to do a court injunction against me. Thank goodness we don't have to do that. So, yeah, so or they said March the 27th or something like that. I don't know. And like I said, sometimes if you go a week before the date that they say that the books come out, if you go to a store like Books a Million, the book will be right there on the shelf. Now, mind you, they don't order like 20 of them. They only order maybe 5 or 6. So, if you go to Books a Million, like I'm going to go, like a week before the book is supposed to come out, I bet you I'll find that book because I got a couple of his other books that were not on this show. I mean, the date was supposed to be later, and I went early, and I was just looking on the shelf. I was like, what? Why is this book out here? I think it was Alien Worlds. I got a week earlier, almost 8 days earlier. But Books a Million is famous for that. I don't know if they didn't tell the people that when the books come in, you're supposed to wait before you put them on the shelf or whatever. Maybe the stores I go to, they're like, we trying to get rid of this stuff and do less work. Okay, so it come in, we're gonna put it on the shelf. I don't know what agreement that they have. And then sometimes Target will have a date earlier. They'll say, the release date, but they already have it in there and they'll prepare the order because I did get a book from Target that was scheduled to be out later and it did come. I did get it early because I was watching the tracking and I was like, I thought this book wasn't supposed to be till next week or whatever. And next day, Target had it at the door. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. What time? It's late enough. I'm starting to get congested. So that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching my video. And like I said, I have until the second to use this $80 StreamYard. I canceled the plan, but they still let me use it up until the 2nd of February. I don't see anything different. I don't see any reason to pay $80 for a StreamYard. I sure don't. But you do what you want to do with your own money. But if you do sign up for it, make sure you cancel it because StreamYard will not let you they will not refund you. Because I did that with the $45 plan one time. And they'll tell you they'll let it end up to the whatever, or if it was an error that they did, they may say we'll give you a credit and then you can come back and join again. That's what they do. They say we want to end it now. We're going to end it, but this will remain as a credit on your account. I don't know how they get away with that. They must have it somewhere in the fine print. I say don't throw your major credit card or don't sign up for something during a time that you're expecting, something important to come out of your account or something like your car payment or your mortgage or your rent because they will take that money and they will not refund it. You love those clouds. I'm going to do some clouds like she had done hers with the multicolors. It was so freaking easy. I just took some scissors and just cut around And her video, I'll when I get off of here, I'll try to put her video down to see it. But it's a foxy colorist. She is just so precious. She loves coloring and she loves sharing what she's learning. She said, "I want to learn how to do all of that." And I was like, "Okay, girl." And she go out and see who she like doing it, and she come back and show it to us. And I like that. She's not afraid of coloring, and that's what I like because it is what it is, and everything can be fixed. Or if not, it's just a page. Now, she is famous for tearing the pages out. Okay, I'm talking about her now. Now, I'm famous for doing that too, but I will go ahead and put a nasty piece of black paint on top of it. But since I found acrylic markers, paint markers, I find there's ways to save it. So try not to tear stuff out. And then I don't do it in my good books. And Bubbles told her, don't do it in your good books. Make a copy and do it in some throwaway book. Okay? And she's doing that now. She's so precious. Foxy Colors is just so precious. All right, I'm gonna go now. All right, so let me end this. And there's gonna be some music at the end because it's a professional setup here with the $80 plan. They do let you put in intros and extras and music and stuff. It is easy, but I just can't justify $80. Mm-mm. How it turned out. I gotta figure out how to make it not so Hey, how you doing? Fine, I hope.